Okay, here's another story from Breitbart. It's by Elena Mastrangello. Um, the title of the article is Columbia U professor, teachers must abandon preconceived notions about how grades earn, right? Because of the pandemic right now. She has a point, but you just can't award. It's like the whole culture. They want to award people things, right? It's like it's like in sports, right? What you're seeing right now in sports, for example, right, is that all the rules are being made to benefit all fans, right? Because we live in a society currently where everybody wants things easy, right? And this is another example. The Columbia U professor, who in this article, she wants well, she's trying to make the case for basically giving automatic A's to students, and it just goes back to society and how they and what's currently being constructed and what's going on in society where people want things easy without doing the hard work for it, right? So anyway, right, this is the nut of the story, right? Usually the nut of the story has the usual the W's and the H's. So who, what, where, when, why, and how. That's usually what the first paragraph of a journalist story entails. That's how you kind of know if it's going to be a good article, not that the person is well trained in journalism. Anyway, so like I have done online class, right? This teacher here, this professor, she's making a case of online courses a lot harder, and it's hard for people to learn things. And it's like technology will pass us all by. This is what people don't really understand. Like you can make fun of boomers, but eventually people will be boomers. Where it's like all this technology, what comes next on the cell phones is like I'm not gonna be able to understand it, and most people won't be able to understand. So this is kind of like why I've done like online courses. I've taken online courses. I've given online courses in teaching, and it's really hard to sit in front of a screen for 8 hours to do something, especially when you're a kid. It's very difficult, right? This is what they're trying to do right now to help students, but students are not going to learn. Most students are not going to learn that way. I find online courses, it's really hard, especially for men, because even though men tend to be more focused, they tend to dislike reading. They tend to like when I teach grade school kids, you have to modify things. For boys tend to like visuals more. Maybe some kids are better auditory learners. So those are some of the differences. This is why I think online classes. It sounds good. You could sit at home in your pajamas, but it's hard to learn that way. I prefer in front of a professor, right? So this story, she's making a case that everybody should get an A because of how hard things are, and all this additional workload for the faculty. Of course, she's thinking about herself for first and foremost, and she thinks it's probably easy to give students A, and so everybody will move on, nobody will complain. That's what I think it's really going on here. I've been to Columbia University, right? I had to do some conferences, right, for teaching, right? So, and I can't believe what I hear. It's literally social justice stuff at these universities, even if you come there for a conference. So I'm not gonna say the person's name. He's somebody who's a staff. He was under Obama administration, so he automatically has a job at the Columbia U because of his skin color, also, right? So and basically he told people that the reason white people are where they are because they benefited from white privilege, and they've kept black folks down and sent the little boys to jail. And this person also said that Asians have benefited from white privilege. And what happened after that is that the Asians stormed out of there and started calling them racist. And eventually, uh, some people in Columbia University basically had to come grab them and talk to them. Believe it or not, the people at Columbia, they don't want to back down from the comments about the Asian privilege. It was just an argument ensued, and I just walked out of there. I'm not Asian, by the way, I'm mixed race. I just want to listen to what was being said. And I couldn't believe this stuff. It's just this excuse culture of it's being dominated by social justice stuff. The universities, the colleges, everybody, you know this. You've heard this tons of times, but seeing it in person is like, my goodness, it matches all the videos that you see. And this wasn't that long ago, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, you know. So anyway, this is the story from Breitbart. You can click on the link I'll provide in the description. But yeah, it's this teacher simply wants to give A's to students because things are hard. That's it. All right, take care, guys. Bye. Stay tuned. I'll have another video up coming up at probably around 11, at 4, and usually at 8 a.m. I'll try to do another one in between there. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.